introduction. I want to thank Mr. Angelo Sacchetti, partner and manager of Gran Roca, and Mr. Jaime Carnero, mining engineer of the company. Well, my name is Guillermo Iribarren, and I help mining companies in their business locally and internationally, such as I did with the major Canadian gold mining company and most important kaolin producer of Venezuela. Today, the last day of this program, I have a question for you. Do you know what is the second most consumed raw material in the world? Well, let's check it out. Could be water, or crude oil, or aggregates. Well, and the winner is aggregates, the second most consumed raw material in the world. In Spanish, the word for aggregates, áridos, refers to something sterile without value. But in fact, it is a very productive mineral used in the construction of homes, offices, social buildings, and infrastructures. It is a granulated material that could be naturally recycled or manufactured. For example, according to the European Aggregates Association, the construction of a school, like this beautiful business school, uses up 3,000 tons of aggregates. So, it is an essential mineral for our modern life. Now, I'm going to show you how an aggregates producer is going to expand its operations to the north of Portugal, following this agenda. First, about the company. Second, why Portugal is our market, and finally, the plan to reach the goal. Well, Gran Roca is a small mining company with an innovative approach to the industry. Its mining site is located across the border between Spain and Portugal. Gran Roca produces natural aggregates, especially construction sand and gravel, uses as a raw material for concrete, mortar, asphalt, and to manufacture other concrete products such as blocks, bricks, and pipes. The company also offers a waste management service, and it has a manufacturing capacity of 100,000 tons per year. Now, to help you understand the business, let's have a look at the supply chain. First, we have here the extraction, the process of mining the mineral from the pit using a mining shovel. Second, the processing. The mineral is crushed, washed, and selected in a processing plant. Then, we have the stockpile. The product is stored in piles according to its granularity. And finally, we have the delivery. The product is delivered using dump trucks provided by clients or by companies. At this moment, the company does not offer this service. Now, as you can see, it's a very simple supply chain. But if we think carefully from an internationalization point of view, we face a challenge here. As you know, for small enterprises, the access to a foreign market is limited by the size of the company, financial issues. But in this case, it is even more challenging due to the fact that the company produces raw material with logistical barriers. In fact, the product is considered a commodity of low added value, and it is very difficult to create a positioning based on differentiation of the product. And from a logistical perspective, transportation costs are higher than production costs if the distance exceeds 50 kilometers away from the mining site. So, we are going to deal with these limitations across the presentation. Now, why Portugal is our market? Well, aggregates are usually exported to neighboring countries. For example, Spain exports aggregates to France, Portugal, Gibraltar, Morocco, and Andorra. I think Portugal offers three opportunities to the company. First, overcoming logistical barriers, marketing side, and low cost. Gran Roca can operate in Portuguese territory from a logistical perspective. The company has a market inside because it already sells aggregates to Portuguese clients through indirect exporting operations. And it is a reachable market at low cost. Well, considering the product, the size of the company, the economic environment, and the logistical barriers, I choose the market as a channel and a concentration strategy on the north of Portugal, specifically in an area of 50 kilometers between the Minho River in Spain and the Lima River in Portugal. To estimate that market, I consider metrics such as distance, population, per capita consumption, and the price of the product. Now, I think we have a market, a reachable market of 2 million tons of aggregates per year with a value of 14 million euros approximately. I think this is a very huge market for a small company. Now, the plan to reach the goal, how the company is going to win. Well, Grano Roca is going to operate in the north of Portugal throughout a comprehensive strategy based on, first, understanding the cross-border environment. Second, exploiting the mining site location as a competitive advantage and implementing an operational plan based on industrial and mining market. Well, now let's focus on the operational plan. Well, we have in the operational plan, first, the market entry. Well, the market entry is an expansion process that is going to be implemented by stages. First, in the first stage, reinforcing the current indirect exporting position. To reinforce that position, a Portuguese agent will be integrated in the strategy. Second stage, direct exporting operations based on in-home logistical services. To reinforce this phase, a Portuguese agent and distributors will be integrated depending on the segment. And now, talking about segmentation. I carried out a segmentation based on the standard industrial classification code, and I identified segments such as concrete products, construction materials resellers, construction in general, and ceramic wall and floor tile. Well, to reach that market, I create a customized marketing mix that will improve the commercial performance of the company. Current trends indicate that more and more mining companies are investing in marketing and developing sophisticated strategies to do so. Well, first, in the marketing mix, we have the product policy. As I told you, the product is a commodity of low add value. So, I think we can create a new perception if we understand each segment of the market. For example, it's not the same a concrete manufacturer than a construction material distributor. If we highlight the value in use of the product, for example, an asphalt producer seeks thermal resistance, while a mortar user, like a builder, tries to obtain a good finish in his job. If we communicate the quality of the product in terms of grade and impurity of the mineral, and supported by certification. And finally, if we offer additional services, for example, logisticals and waste management services, to add further value to the proposition. Then, we have the pricing policy. Remember, there is a lack of differentiation here. So, the price has to be fixed according to the spot market. And once the company creates a better positioning according to the product policy, a premium can be added to the standard price of the market. Then we have the place policy. We have two marketing channels here. A direct channel in which customers buy the product directly in the mining site using its own logistics, as they do today. And a Portuguese agent and distributors to reach, for example, the Portuguese agent to reach industrial segments such as concrete and asphalt, and distributors to target the retail market. It is the indirect channel. Well, we have the promotion policy, which is the communication, And I believe the company should create a perception of competitive advantage, low cost, and efficiency through a corporate image. Then we have a visual impact management to improve the visual quality and the landscape of the mining site. It is a core issue in this industry. And
Well, attending trade fairs, for example. Attending the construction fairs, concrete, held in Oporto every 3 years. And having a LinkedIn profile and a web page both in Spanish and Portuguese. This fits very well with a business-to-business company, and it is a good ICT strategy. The use of the language and the knowledge of the market by Portuguese agents and distributors is the best communication policy for this company. Well, with these policies, I believe that in a neutral scenario, sales volume will increase from 6,000 tons of aggregates per year to 16,000 tons of aggregates in a period of 3 years. Profits could increase from almost zero to 90,000 euros approximately in the same period of time. Well, this is a huge achievement for such a small company, only for exports operations. Well, this is a real contribution for a Galician company. We have a small mining company producing a raw material with logistical limitations. The company has the opportunity to operate in an international market between Spain and Portugal. To do that, the company is going to implement an expansion process throughout indirect and direct exporting operations. And, well, the operational plan is based on marketing applied to a mining company. I strongly believe the company will grow. The company will become more professional, and the company is going to win applying this cross-border strategy. Thank you very much.